Look out, Jack. We back with another one. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hey, shout out to that boy Von. You know, this is his death date. My boy would have been what 29, I think. Von would have been 30, I think, if I am mistaken. Cause Von passed away when he was like 20, 25 or something, and he been gone for like 4 years. But hey, we finna get into this video. Hey, Von, most loyal thing. I'm pretty sure that was King Louie or Slutty. Hey man, RP that boy Slutty, you dig? Cause Slutty was finna do their work to that boy, you know, and he got in his gun just damn, you dig? And the police shot Slutty. That was T-Roy's, I think that was T-Roy's younger brother, if I'm mistaken. But excuse me, King Louie, I know he got charged with a M. You dig, for him on the case with him and Von got in the situation in Atlanta. But I'm finna get into the video with y'all. Ain't gonna hold up too much of y'all time. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe to the channel, Jack.
Back again in Chicago to talk about O-Block King Louie and his shocking arrest. He was one of King Von's most loyal friends, and recently video has dropped of him getting shot by police in the head while trying to blast at Lil Tim driving off. Real Oppas examines the newly released body cam footage from the night of King Von's death. A tragic event that continues to resonate throughout the Chicago drill community and beyond. Real Oppas begins by commemorating King Von, acknowledging the profound impact of his loss on both fans and the community. He points out the significance of the footage being released on the anniversary of Von's death, suggesting that this timing might be
It's crazy King Louie can't play crazy or anything, because they seen King Louie was doing interviews, so they know he was well enough to, you know, go to jail, so, and book him. So damn, that's fucked up.
Intentional, aiming to reignite public interest and scrutiny around the controversial details of that night. Real Oppas urges viewers to consider why such important footage would be released now, years after the event. As the footage unfolds, Real Oppas directs his attention to the police response during the chaotic moments following Von's shooting. He questions the conduct of the officers, suggesting they acted aggressively, firing their weapons in a seemingly uncontrolled manner. According to Real Oppas, the behavior of law enforcement that night was akin to that of a biggest gang, as he describes it. He observes that nearly everyone associated with Von sustained injuries or was impacted by gunfire, while those connected to Quando Rondo walked away unharmed.
They were trying to get Von up.
This discrepancy raises serious questions for Real Oppas, who believes it could point to either a bias or a targeted approach in the officer's response. One of the most intense moments captured in the footage is the shooting of O-Block Louie, a close associate of Von and a significant figure in his crew. Real Oppas closely examines Louie's movements, noting how he appeared to be single-mindedly focused on reaching his target, possibly in an attempt to protect or avenge Von. This determination is described by Real Oppas as a kind of tunnel vision, where Louie was so fixated on his objective that he seemed oblivious to the presence of officers around him. As Louie moved forward with this intense focus, he was ultimately shot in the head by police, a critical and life-threatening injury. Real Oppas finds this headshot particularly troubling. He explains that according to standard police protocol, headshots are generally avoided unless there is an immediate...
That's a lie. When police go to train, they're trained to hit K-word shots, so they're gonna aim for your head or your chest or like your like that's your vital points. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to shoot you for the kill shot, basically, for the K-word, for the kill shot, your head or your heart or your chest. So you're out of there, bro. That's what they're trying to do.
And lethal threat to officers' lives. The fact that Louie was struck in the head suggests to Real Oppas a level of intentionality that raises red flags.
It wasn't evil.
While law enforcement may argue that they fired in self-defense, since Louie was reportedly armed and actively firing, Real Oppas remain skeptical. He questions whether the police may have had an alternative motive, noting that headshots are not typically used as a neutralizing tactic, but rather as a means to kill. This observation only deepens Real Oppa's concerns about the conduct of the officers involved. The video also sheds light on a puzzling aspect of Vaughn's security team's actions that night. Vaughn's bodyguard, who was expected to be close to Vaughn during the confrontation, was instead spotted standing near Quando Rondo, apparently disengaged from Vaughn's immediate protection. Real Oppas points out that, in such a volatile situation, the bodyguard's top priority should have been to stay with Vaughn, especially given the tension surrounding the encounter. Real Oppas questions this strange placement, suggesting it may indicate either a lack of preparedness or a deeper, possibly intentional lapse in duty. He raises the possibility that Vaughn's bodyguard may not have been as loyal or as focused on Vaughn's safety as he should have been, further adding to the mystery surrounding that night's events. Real Oppas also notes that other friends and associates of Vaughn seem to scatter or keep their distance during the critical moments. Rather than standing by Vaughn's side, they appear to watch from afar, a detail that Real Oppas interprets as a potential failure of loyalty. This distancing by Vaughn's inner circle, especially during such a crucial time, strikes him as more than just chaotic response. It feels to him like an abandonment or even a betrayal. Adding to the complexity of the narrative, Real Oppas addresses the role of Lil Tim, who was allegedly responsible for Vaughn's shooting. While Vaughn was shot multiple times, Lil Tim himself did not appear to face significant retaliation from Vaughn's team, a detail that surprises Real Oppas. In the world of gang conflicts, revenge is often swift, and retaliation is expected. The fact that Lil Tim wasn't subjected to immediate counterattacks by Vaughn's associates raises questions about the readiness and cohesion of Vaughn's security team. Real Oppas points out that, given the stakes, Vaughn's team's lack of response toward Lil Tim seems unusual and adds another layer to the already complicated situation, leaving him to wonder if there was more going on behind the scenes.
More shit going on behind the scenes.
Real Oppas also shares observations from Vaughn's cousin, who commented in the video's comments section about the questionable actions of Vaughn's bodyguard. The cousin noted that the bodyguard's position near Quando Rondo, rather than beside Vaughn, was highly suspicious. This comment, which has received a lot of attention from viewers, bolsters Real Oppas's theory that something was amiss in Vaughn's security setup that night. The lack of protective action from Vaughn's bodyguard and other close associates only serves to deepen the sense of mystery surrounding the incident, as Real Oppas wonders aloud why Vaughn's supposed allies seemed either unprepared or unwilling to protect him. As he concludes his analysis, Real Oppas addresses the broader public reaction to the footage. He acknowledges that many fans are still struggling to come to terms with potential conspiracies or foul play. He suggests that the body cam footage, while still not providing all the answers, allows viewers to draw their own conclusions. For Real Oppas, this video is part of a larger ongoing conversation about King Von's death and the unanswered questions surrounding it. He calls on viewers to watch the footage carefully, to consider every detail, and to keep questioning the narrative. Real Oppas implies that there is more to the story than what is being presented, and he encourages fans to stay vigilant and think critically about the events that unfolded. In a final twist, Real Oppas discusses the recent news of O-Block Louie's arrest. Despite having sustained a life-threatening head injury during the confrontation, Louie now faces legal charges that may be connected to the events of that night. Real Oppas is puzzled by this development, as Louie's arrest seems tied to what he describes as a closed case. He questions how authorities can pursue charges in a case that was reportedly resolved, and speculates that Louie's arrest might be part of a larger strategy to bring attention back to the incident or to revisit unresolved aspects of that night. Real Oppas is critical of the legal processes involved, suggesting that these new charges against Louie only add more complexity to an already convoluted story. Real Oppas closes by encouraging his audience to engage with the footage, comment, share their opinions, and keep the dialogue alive about King Von's.
Damn. I wasn't even trying to do that, but make sure y'all like the video, get in the comments, let me know what y'all think about that boy Louie. like I said, that boy Louie is facing a M charge. They waited till that boy got well and tried to convict him. Man, boy, they ain't tried, they convicted him. Basically, they picked him up on that charge. So make sure y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think.